Hello everyone, this is Andrew Eaton, and if you're watching this, you've obviously come back to watch another one of my YouTube videos. So welcome back. The other day I did a YouTube presentation, a YouTube video on the 4 things you need to fall in love with to stay in the network marketing industry for a long time, and I hope you find value in that. But today really what I want to talk to you about are 4 skills that you need to master in order to succeed in this business, in this industry. Now, bearing in mind each one of these skills requires a totally separate video or session on its own. But really, the purpose of this video is just to make you aware of the 4 skills that are essential to master in terms of creating success in your network marketing business. So the first skill, which is a skill that I really struggled with for a long time in my life outside of network marketing as well, was my time management. You need to master your time management skills, especially because the majority of network marketers have a full-time job, and this is something they're doing part-time. You know, so many times I speak to a person who's interested in getting involved in the business, and one of the first things they say to me is, I'm not sure if I've got the time. And the bottom line is we all have 24 hours in a day, and it's not about how much time you have during the day, but it's all about managing and being as effective as you can with the amount of time that you do have to build this business. So, you know, I was at GoPro Recruiting Mastery about just about 8-9 months ago, and a gentleman by the name of Mike Sims spoke, and you can Google Mike Sims. He's a phenomenal network marketer, a big achiever in the industry. But Mike Sims talks about time management and how, you know, what are the important parts of time management. The first thing is that he says 78% of your time should be spent on income producing activity. Now, what is income producing activity? That's not going through your back office. That's not trying to, you know, learn how the compensation plan works. Income producing activity is prospecting and piquing interest. 78% of your time should be piquing interest and prospecting people. And if it's anything less than that, then you need to, you know, try and juggle things around a bit so that you make sure that you're not spending too much time in your back office and stuff that's not going to make you money. One of the biggest mistakes network marketers make is that they think that's you know, they use it as an excuse. Oh, I'm doing so much work, and but I'm just not getting anywhere. And what I find anyway, when I speak to many of these people, they're spending far too much time on back office activity and training material rather than going out there and speaking to people. 15% of your time should be spent on personal development every day. As an example, this is something that I had to work on very, very strongly when I first became involved in the industry. Every morning, wake up, spend a bit of time reading. When you're in your car, listen to CDs or DVDs by big producers in the industry, or to people like T. Harv Eker, people like Robert Kiyosaki, the Jim Rohns of the world. Les Brown. I spend a lot of time with those people, yet they don't even know I exist, but I spend so much time with them because they're in my car. I read their books, and it's essential that you grow as a person in this industry if you want to make a success out of this. That's one of the things I spoke about, and one of the 4 things to fall in love with. So 15% of your time, morning in your car, evenings before you go to bed, listen to a bit of a CD or read, but you need to spend 50% on personal development. And then only 7% on your back office activity, guys. You don't need to know how this works and that works in your back office. I mean, it took me 6 months to figure out what was happening in my back office, and in that 6 months I was making a lot of money. So I just see so many people focusing on the wrong stuff. They really think they need to work out exactly how the tree works, exactly how this works, and then while they're doing that, people that are clueless are going out and speaking to people and making money. So only 7% of your time and back office activity. And then Mike says something very important, and he says you spend 0 part of your time dealing with negativity and negative people. If you're dealing with negative people, just put them to one side. You do not need to be dealing with negative people. Those are the people that pull you down. There are enough of those people in the world. Go and associate yourself with people that pull you up. So if there's negativity and negative people, be those distributors in your business or people that you're prospecting, move away from them. I have plenty of negative distributors in my business. I tell you what, I love them, but I don't spend time with them. I move forward with the people that are excited and have the vision. And so many people are worried about, they get it all wrong. They spend all their time with the negative people because they want to help them. They feel bad because they got them involved in the business. No, move away from those people. They will drag you down, and spend time with the positive go-getters in your business. So that's the first skill to master. The second skill to master is creating momentum. People, momentum solves 80% of all your problems. 80%. I remember a while ago I spoke to quite a prominent network marketer in my business, what he thought he was, and we were just getting ready to do a 90-day game plan, and this gentleman, unfortunately, lovely guy as he wasn't a big one for taking advice, and he said he didn't believe in the 90-day game plan, which was designed to bring in a big burst of energy and momentum, because he said he'd rather go slow with one or two people and teach them to be successful. Well, if that works, every single network marketing millionaire out there would be teaching that. But the bottom line is you need to create momentum. Now, you literally have to force it. You need to force momentum. And there's various ways you can do that, but just make sure that your funnel is always full. Eric Worre speaks about having a list of 200-300 people. The other network marketing leaders, they say when you start, build a list of 2,000 people. Mark Yarnell, the late Mark Yarnell, fantastic mentor to many people. He and his wife used to say 2,000 people on your list. Now, 200 people is probably more attainable for most people in their mind. So make sure there's 200 and always be adding 2 people a day. But I can't add 2 people a day. Yes, you can. Get onto LinkedIn, speak to people, collect 2 business cards a day. You can always be adding, but make sure that funnel's full and make sure that you're always contacting people every day. That creates momentum. There's got to be effective follow-through, people. Just last week yesterday I was speaking to a distributor in my business. I said, where do you think things are going wrong for you? He said to me, well, I'm not following up properly. I'm speaking to them, but then I'm not following up. People, the money's in the follow-up, not in the prospect. The money's in the follow-up. So if you're prospecting people, but you're not following up with them every day as well, then you're going to lose your momentum. So make sure every day you're following up with people. Be effective at it. And then launch. If you're new to this business, and you want to really succeed, and you want to master the skill of momentum, which is the second big skill to momentum, just make sure that you launch. How do you launch? Have a home meeting. Speak to your upline. I hate using the word, but speak to your upline. Speak to people in your business who can help you and say, I'm going to have 20 people at my house and we're going to launch. We're going to have 20 people or 30 people at my house. We're going to launch. I'm going to organize a restaurant, a table there. We're going to launch. But have a big meeting to launch your business rather than going one and one and one. So make sure that you master the skill of momentum. The third skill is sacrifice. People, this is not a get rich quick easy scheme. Network marketing is sacrifice. And unfortunately, most people get it wrong in our industry. They think they can just prance and make some money and it's going to be that easy. Well, if it was that simple, all of us would be multimillionaires. You need to sacrifice. There's no pain, no gain. What does that mean? Well, if that means that TV is now something of the past, then TV is something of the past. TV is not going to make you rich. I remember when I joined my first network marketing business in 1997. I'm an avid sports follower, and I remember missing a company function, a big company function, because there was a big sporting event in my city. And back then, there was just no toss up. The toss up was I'm going to the sporting event. With that attitude, it's no wonder I failed. If you ever, you need to be able to sacrifice things, and it's TV. It might be time with your family over a short period of time, but so that you can have lots of time with your family in the future. So you need to sacrifice, and it's painful. Late nights, early mornings, blurry eyes, the pain of rejection. Learn to master rejection and let it wash off your, wash off of your shoulder. And quit holding on to things you don't want anymore. Yeah, and that's also a massive part about mastering pain and sacrifice. Quit holding on to things that you don't want anymore, because that's painful. So many people hold on to those things because they're not willing to go through the pain of getting things that they want. So that's the third skill that you need to master. And the last skill that you need to master is the one of dealing with distractions. And that's so easy for us, I don't feel like making calls today because I've got to go and right now because I've got to go and make some toast. I don't feel like making calls right now. I've got to go and make some coffee. I should be going to that meeting tonight, but you know what? Dogs need to be bathed tonight. What is going to make you money? Bathing a dog, watching TV, making coffee, making toast, or making sure that you focusing on what's going to make you money. So if you can make sure that you can get rid of the distractions in your life, then you're you're on the right path. Distractions have one purpose. I want you to listen to this. Distractions have one purpose, and that purpose is to keep you from your purpose. See if that makes sense. See you soon. Cheers.